Approximately 40% of the world's annual greenhouse gas emissions are produced by buildings.
By 2060, the global building stock will double in area.
To help solve our climate challenges, many cities and countries have long-term carbon reduction goals.
Living buildings meet those goals on the first day of occupancy.
Living buildings are designed to the most rigorous sustainability standard in the world, and they're often disregarded as viable investment options because they're considered expensive. They're kind of one-off scenarios that might be suitable for a foundation or a university, but not yet feasible for the developer-driven model. The PAE living building is changing that narrative. Our team took on all of the early risks and avoided the need for early financing, which is very difficult to obtain. PAE invested our own fees, and we convinced the architect, ZGF, the contractor, Walsh Construction, the developer, Elan & Company, and the broker, Apex Realty, to invest their fees. Then we turned to the Downtown Development Group and had them invest their land. That meant we could get all the way to the permit phase of the drawings without needing any outside capital or a bank loan.
The project had three things going for it. We had an anchor tenant willing to pay a small rent premium to be in a living building, a great environmental story that attracted ESG investors with patient capital, and a location in an opportunity zone, which most cities have. Opportunity zones are designed to increase economic activity, and being in an opportunity zone has capital gains tax advantages, which help attract investors. Any development project significantly benefits from having an anchor tenant, and many companies are now establishing goals to be carbon neutral. And a living building is a great way for these companies to visibly live their values, and some are willing to pay the small rent premium to do that. A 10% premium on rents was enough to make the pro forma work for this living building. In all, the project has a projected internal rate of return of about 10% based on a 10-year hold, although the exact return will depend on the final sales price. Considering that the building far exceeds current code minimums and is designed to last 500 years, the projected cost savings extends way out into the future. For an investor who's planning to hold the asset for an even longer term, a living building becomes even more profitable.
A lot of people ask what a living building costs. But tenants don't care what the building costs. They care how much they pay in rent. I even had to convince my own board to pay a 10% rent premium. And I did this by sharing just two of the many advantages a building like this provides: productivity and retention. By retaining just 2% more of our staff each year and avoiding the need to recruit and retain replacements, it covers the entire rent premium. And if that wasn't enough, the premium is also paid for by just a 1% to 2% increase in staff productivity. Industry studies have shown a 1% to 10% benefit. This gives us confidence that we can achieve this. So, we have two different ways that we can entirely pay for that 10% premium. And if both of them come true, it's actually less expensive for us to move into a living building rather than a traditional Class A office. Those advantages can apply to any company. And why wouldn't you want your office to provide a healthy place for your staff and to be a benefit to our planet? Yet another great reason to be in a living building.
We're ready to share the blueprint for beautiful, developer-led, replicable living buildings, living ecosystems, and living cities. A step forward to a brighter future.